And what's crazy is when you watch a person and how they do their own family, how they do their own mother, their own sisters.
And something shady come up, the wound to me is cut deeper.
But what if they tried to cut you out of deal?
Cut me out of anything, boy. Cut me out of conversation. I'm trying to understand why. If we got years in of me knowing you, bruh, you know me, or we feel like we've had years invested in this relationship, business, personal, both, none, whatever.
Well, see, this is where it is for me. So
Let's go!
Yeah, because
Nobody tell us of a personal experience, y'all, of some supreme high. I'm talking about, where is Miss Patti LaBelle? We talking about supreme. Supreme. Honestly, mother freaking confusion.
It ain't no confusion for me. It's very clear. Well, I think a lot of people would be.
Bystander, I am Confucius.
I'm a bit confused myself. So anyway, I have had a lot of fraudulent friend activity. I've had friends that have done this. I've had friends that have done that. Some intentions were not good. Some might have just been off. Maybe I misunderstood. I could have overreacted. But this one was just a bit deep. Well, see, this specific friend, I've helped put food in this friend's mouth. I've picked this person's kids up. I've picked them up when they were nothing. They picked me up when I was nothing. We rode with each other. That was like, this person was almost like a sister to me.
Ride or die.
Oh, well, I guess I'm dead.
Damn.
So my thing is I put this woman in a position, this friend in the position to make 6 figures. And to be able to feed her family. And to be able to, take it to the next level in her career. Wow. Because that's what she's lacking. So I said, you know what, me being a friend, I called a friend who knew a friend who had a friend, connected some things, got my friend a business started, told her how to run the business, hired people to work for free to help my friend. Spent at least 8 to 10 hours a day helping my friend. You know what my friend did? My friend went behind my back, made a whole master plan, made up a bunch of lies about me, and spread them throughout Atlanta within 48 hours.
Okay, here's where I'm going to stop you, John. So, we all know when we say or state or write or cite the word lie or lies, we going to need what? Proof, receipts. We're going to need some facts. Where are your facts to back up your accusations, right?
Because I got facts. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I just want to make it clear.
Because when we talk about facts, I got facts. I got facts. Maybe that was from I got green.
So the fact that we stated that these were lies, per se, from this particular friend, associate. Oh, and this is so interesting. Last week, we did a show about doing, or the week before, I'm not sure, but we've had a show on here where we talked about doing business with friends.
And I said I could do it, didn't I?
Because clearly he can point to, outside of this particular situation, he has several other, not 1, not 2, not 3, but past 3 actual friends for real, like, come get me right now type of friend, and have actually made money with the actual business contract, with the percentage involved, and all of that. So this is why we going like kind of, I guess, a bit dramatic and so deep.
No, it ain't no dramatic.
It's dramatic for me. It's dramatic for me. Because this is when it goes sour, honey. And when it comes sour where you didn't think it would, not like that. Not you, boo.
That's how I feel.
And I know that's how you feel. So
but I almost did it. Yes,
you understand. They don't understand.
No, I know. Let me give them the backstory. Because this is about a good 2 weeks. I don't know if y'all ever know, because see, there's been times where maybe in a relationship, a lot more people understand, but sometimes even in friendships, any type of relationships, you can kind of feel where, like,
something is off.
for example, like Insecure, like the characters on Insecure, they had a good friendship, but it got to a.
Tell me to watch that now. I'm like, I'm about to finally start watching it tonight after the show. I'm starting to watch it.
Yeah. So look, so sometimes you have your intuition, and your intuition will tell you, hey, this ain't going right, or hey, sometimes you outgrow friends, but I still kept moving with this friend. I still said it got to a point, honestly, where I looked at myself and was like, it got to a point where I couldn't even stomach this friend because my intuition was so strong. Why
am I going against myself?
Yeah, and it just was like something not right. But I trusted myself, and next thing you know, I woke up to find my friend lied on me. My friend had two random people come into my hotel room and get things that I'm assuming she might have thought belonged to her. I guess we'll let Atlanta PD figure that out. That ain't my business. I'm gonna leave that, but that's between them.
Say this person's name, but this person is also someone acquainted in various multiple personal instances for over how many years now?
Like 10.
Oh my God in heaven.
10 years. And that's what's so funny. And usually she's on here every week. She's on here every week. But she ain't here today. So I say all that to say,
well, yeah,
I had a whole experience where this. No, ain't no pool. Where a bitch tried to cut me out of a whole deal that I gave to her. Oh. But this is where I knew I was wrong. And sometimes you have to take accountability sometimes because as people, we're so quick to blame other people. Yeah, this is where I'll take accountability for.
Okay.
When I seen my so-called friend and knew my so-called friend stole from their own family member, I should have known what makes me any different.
All right.
When I see this friend talk about their own family members as if they're random people on the street with random people on the street, why would they not talk about me when they talk about their entire family to random people?
You saying, who are you in embarrassing your blood?
No, I'm saying that you have no loyalty, not only to yourself, but not only to your family. You are just a lost soul, just happy to be here, just trying to get a check. Just trying to feed yourself, just trying to make it to next week so you don't have to go back to that 9 to 5. And then on top of that, it's always different when you're being controlled by a man. That's a whole nother thing. And that's my problem with a lot of women. I feel like a lot of women lose in business because men always have to be involved. They always want to bring their boyfriend to work or their baby daddy or they whatever.
I can speak on that. But being a woman who didn't start out on her own, and of course, thank you, Lord God, being acquainted with men who established their own empires as well. However, I stepped out on my own. It's very important for me as a woman to recognize whomever you love or you feel that balance is there. I respect and honor that and I always honor that role in my life, but it doesn't negate my step out and where I come in and where I'm going to show you who I am and make that statement on my own and to reach for what I reach for in life.
I got a question.
I feel like it's a balance.
Have you ever heard me lie about something? Have you ever heard me lie about anything?
Y'all, on some real. So, I'm forcing him to be as bare minimum as possible.
It ain't no bare minimum.
He is revealing something that is a deep betrayal. Someone is closer to you as someone. I know we said blood, but F that, man. I'm talking about somebody you consider your family, you know ins and outs of, and vice versa. You put in over a decade of time in with this person, business and personal, can trickle down to you from your mother to theirs, to children and nieces and nephews and friendships and other business junctures introduced to and going off of word, just off of trust. Basically, I'm trying to say we in a world, we always have been, honestly, and even more so now for the past 2 decades where you can't trust nobody. So you establish that, and then you're here with facts via your own ears, not, oh, here comes somebody telling me this what happened. I heard from my own ears with your voice saying these things of me, like
that, and that's what happened. So this person has been going around talking and begging and pleading to anybody because I guess a lot of people listening in Atlanta would probably already know who I'm talking about when I say begging and pleading around Atlanta, especially for free work. This person has now gone above and beyond to get whoever she can get in her corner because she's miserable. She's lonely. She has no friends. She has no nothing. The only thing she has is what I gave her.
She did not know that you heard from your own ears.
This friend was talking about me. Actually, has talked about me multiple times, and I still allowed it. I allowed it. I didn't hit it head on. I let it go. Then I overhear this friend. I'm calling this friend. This friend is ignoring me. I finally bump into somebody who happens to be talking to this friend, and when I jump on the phone, my so-called friend's energy totally changes. She's shaking. She can't even speak. That's what happened when you get caught. I said, she having an asthma attack? What's going on? Everything all right? Do you panic attack? Do we need to call the police? What's going on? But again, like I said, it's my fault because when you watch somebody steal from their own family members, I mean, what makes you think you're dealing with a thief? What do you expect from a top radio, South London?
FM.
#1 radio station in London. We live on Station Head, Filthy Radio.
A whole fool, y'all.
A whole fool talking about a whole friends that we have that are whole fools, that are fraudulent.
Real friends and fake friends.
Who have been to jail for fraud.
Damn.
When we talk about receipts. And see, that's what I'm talking about. When we talk about receipts, I wish said fake friend, said foe, the snake, the fool of the week. Damn. I wish they would be able to come on and speak for themselves because, see, the way God is set up, because, see, I just saw something myself. The way God set up, karma works so quick. And that's the reason why my friend couldn't win for 10 years. See, I worked with this friend. I tried to help this friend off and on, tried to help her do this, help her do that. And she could never win. Could never win financially. Financially kept losing. Stylists didn't want to work with her. Nobody in Atlanta, nobody wants to work with you. You want everything for free. It gets to a point where now you trying to cut. What's crazy is when you watch a person and how they do their own family, how they do their own mother, their own sisters, their own brothers, their own everything. And then you think that you're different, but it's almost like you've watched them do it to everybody else, but they've never done it to you. So it's kind of like, you being different now. And that's when I start to understand it's my fault. When I start to realize, hey, I put you in a position to make money, and in response, you tried to dog me out and take me out of your whole deal. And now guess what? Now you have no company.
Wow.
Now your company is dissolved like salt and water. It's just like a snowman in the summer.
What?
It's a wrap. And that's what happens. And until you do right, it don't matter what else you do. You're going to keep flopping like you've been doing your entire life. Everything you've done has failed. Back to 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 back. It's like this friend can't win for losing. I never understood why. And now I get it. Now I see. To the point where the energy of me was lifted off, that I've been dealing with a demon. A miserable, excuse my language, London, a miserable, lonely bitch who is struggling and has only known struggle and will only know struggle and will only know mess and will only know misery, which is why she will never win and will always live check to check, no matter how big the check may be or how small it may be.
So, in all fairness, were you like putting this off because you saw this person was in maybe certain vulnerable spot? I don't know. What allowed you, or you just now seeing this?
Well, there were certain things that happened with us, and I allowed it because I said, you know what, hey, or I even had conversations and we fixed it, but I never thought it would be to this extreme. But then again, like I said, when I see what you did to your own mama, your own husband, your own sister, and people who have looked out for you and taken care of you, and I seen how you dogged them out, every friend you've ever had, you still talk about them like a dog, to the point where I see my friend with these people and I'm like mouth dropped. Like, I don't even know how to act because you just told me this person said this about you and that you had to check them and X, Y, and Z.
So I only brought it up to say this happened so many times. Was it someone who we're an ally with? We believe they're a good heart. And then they do something to us that we're not seeing. We're trying to see past the bad and see the good. Y'all need to trust what you see when you first see it, man.
When you see a snake, you know it's a snake. You don't say, "Oh, this snake nice. Why is the snake surrounding me?" You saw the snake eat the mouse. Oh, he ate. He was just hungry.
Because it's still a lure.
He was just
a
hungry.
Lure.
He was just hungry. Oh, then you see him do this. Oh, he was just a bit upset. Then he start wrapping around you, and you're like, "Oh, he not gonna eat me. I ain't worried about that. He wouldn't do me that way."
He wouldn't do that to me, knowing who I am.
But I think, especially with us as people, when you see the way somebody treats their own family, I think that says a lot about a person. That says a lot. When you,
me too.
If you can still SSI checks.
Oh.
I just don't know what to say to a person if you're that evil. Who can be that thirsty, that desperate, that evil, that anything you can do as long as you can pay your Comcast bill? Oh, and let's not talk about that. About how
we never talk about that.
Let's not talk about.
If you don't do that, you don't drugs.
No, let's not talk about how, talking about fraud friends. This exact friend actually went to jail for fraud. So let's talk receipts. So I'm not just talking out my head. This is a person who went to jail for bank fraud, for writing bad checks, for stealing from people, to the point where you steal from your own family. Bitch, you're a thief. How dare you?
No.
What kind of demon are you?
No.
God bless you. I don't even think God can save you at this point. If I were to die tomorrow, bitch, I wouldn't even want you at my wedding. I mean, at my funeral, my wedding. I wouldn't even want you.
Your own family for it.
Look. Let's get into some more music because I don't want to drown everybody out with this fake ass bitch who went to jail in 2005. I want to know from y'all, what should I do in this position? Right? This was my friend for 10 years. I helped my friend. I worked with my friend. I got my friend opportunities. We did so much. Now my friend tried to cut me out the company. And talked about me like a dog around the whole city of Atlanta. So
be legal or be petty?
No. I'm asking, am I wrong for not giving this person another chance and just Xing them out? Or do you think that I should give this person another 20,000 chance? Because I've given.
I'm gonna stay first. It would depend on their response. How do they respond to you checking them on the situation? They try to apologize.
They always play victim. They always go, oh, no.
If you have receipts?
I always have receipts. Everything I do is receipts. Just like that fraud. You know what receipt I got? I got a 2005 arrest for a fraud. Bank fraud, credit card fraud. Checks.
I would need you to cop too.
My friend, listen, my friend can't even open a bank account.
Stop it, Zoe. Stop.
My friend about to lose her house.
Let's weigh in on the listeners. What are you gonna?
Oh, you want to talk to the listeners? Okay, because I was about to get started.
I'm a bit devastated.
Oh, she gonna be too. Let's see what some other people think. Should I forgive and forget, or should I just condemn? Because I'm on condemn. Listen, it ain't too many times you're gonna stab me in the back.
You're talking about a 1 or 2, 3, 4 year friendship. God.
No, we talking about 10 years of making money together, putting each other in positions of winning, and yeah, just trying to encourage. It was more so me, because you see, even with this, I can't even go into it.
Anybody want to?
Because Nivea being so hard on me tonight, y'all. This ain't even how I wanted to go. I wanted to go.
Honestly, I'm shocked, y'all.
I'm shocked. This is shocking. Let's find out from Keisha. Keisha,
what's going on?
What up, Keisha?
Hey,
Keisha, tell the people where you. Tell the people where you at in the world.
Atlanta.
ATL. Mm-hmm. So look, Keisha, right? How would you deal with a friend that they have been loyal? I'll say that they've been loyal for about maybe consistently 7 years, right? And then out of nowhere, they start talking about you to a close friend. Then they start doing this, start doing that. Maybe you brought them a deal, and then
bye, Felicia.
About the deal. What do you do? Yeah, see, and that's what I think it happens too in my situation. I think a little bit of jealousy happened right in the end, because see, I think this friend was so used to me being right by their side and at their beck and call, and whatever they need, they know Zoe do it for free because he loves me. Because that's this person only work with people for free. She don't want to pay nobody. So it's like, you know what? She can't pay anybody. Oh wow, it's not her fault. But what I'm saying is, I say that to say, I mean, if she got it, she'll spend it, just not on things that make sense. But At the end of the day, all I'm saying is when you work with a person and you give your all to a person, and you travel 2 hours away to go get their boyfriend out of jail for doing something they weren't supposed to do, or you give your friend a fake account so they can hit their boyfriend up and act like they're a side bitch that the boyfriend fucking with. Okay, maybe is it? Oh no, they telling me. They waving me off. Yeah. Stop! Don't do that. They okay.
Oh no, we want to do that, y'all. We ain't been go there, man.
That's not fair. See, this is why I created a platform, and I still got
an experience with
and
them.
they've been charged with fraud.
And you've put in enough time and experience with them.
And they did credit card fraud and stole from their own family.
And you put in enough time.
And they stole enough money from their mama.
Personal, and you've done several different business.
From personal accounts and business accounts and SSI accounts.
With them. And we're talking about over a decade at this point. So, okay.
That's all I was here for, was a decade. I don't know what happened before. I can only imagine.
I can say the consensus here would be, of course, a year, even 2 years in. You'd be like, okay, maybe I didn't know you that well. I'll chalk that up. I'll take it. Take that for the team, as they say, right? You chalk it up as a business loss. But someone you've invested and proven to have multiple business as well as personal different situations with them that's been successful, or you've maneuvered and continued that relationship with them thus far. And then this person is unaware to you being privy of some new knowledge that they've heard, not he say, she say, as we say, but verbatim from their own ears, that they knew that you didn't know, that they were listening to you say from your own mouth. What we call that? From the horse's mouth.
We call that fraudulent.
So this friend will vouch for you and vice versa. Like, this is a friend who's seen it, or I guess obviously now being just demonstrated and manipulated to reflect the friendship that they assumed was assumed. So here we are. We have caught in the red tape of a friend in betrayal, that it's a friend that you're only not friends with but do business with, and this person is trying to negate the fact that they betrayed them. So we're calling them out. We wanted to have you guys weigh an opinion. We might get your opinions next show. So we got to close out. But we definitely have receipts.
So I just want to end the show with this. Oh, I didn't even see this. Oh, wow. So sometimes when people are fake, you just got to accept them for who they are, or you eliminate them out your life. Where I'll take accountability for was I saw this person was fake, and I thought maybe I misunderstood. Maybe I was being judgmental, or a lot of times, I'm sure a lot of you listening, because we are live in London, 95.5 FM. A lot of you listening may have been in positions where it's like, you know what? This person's been my friend for so long. I owe it to them to give them another chance. Or no, this person was there with me when I went through this or when I went through that. That person was there. You keep that credit. However, you can't negate everything that happens after that because they did one good thing. Does not give them immunity in perpetuity. So I say all that to say, just watch out to who you're being friends with. When somebody shows you who they are, accept it. Over and over and over and over again. So my question, my topic tonight, I think I would like to know is what is it about having a team where people, when they finally get in maybe some type of position of power, they want to degrade other people for helping them? Like, why if you have a team of people, if you have 3 or 4 people that work with you and work for you, why do they all have to be the help?
It's respectable and valuable.
But to me, it goes back to the whole slavery thing. And that's my point of like this whole people who have never had power and they feel like, oh, they're somebody because they have an assistant or they have a staff or they have people that work for them. So they have this like thing of like, you're the help, you're beneath me. But it's almost like, how is that person beneath you when that person...
Exactly.
But how is that person to help when that person is paying their rent and you can't? So it's just like, at what point, how are you calling somebody to help when you to help? That's what throw me. So it's just like, what exactly is the help? Why is it that when somebody helps you, do you call them the help when they pay your electricity bill?
I
Do you
do.
call them the
Help
help when no,
me. I do.
they don't. You stupid as fuck.
Help me. My help me. Thank you, Lord. So it is the help. I'm their help. We each other's help. Hallelujah. It's not a diss to me.
No,
Help me. Help me. Nigga.
no,
Yes.
no.
I know what you mean, friend.
But
I
my
said
point is why is it when it becomes something negative is this person to help, that person to help, like you won't really, like you ain't running around holding bitches' purses all day.
oh my God. Oh, not all the
Like
bitches.
if I'm the help, what that make you? Because I learned everything from you.
Woo-hoo.
So what are you, the HR of the help? What you think, you the head
I about to
slave?
say, come on.
This Uncle Tom? Now all of a sudden she want to
Oh,
talk about help, like you going to run around holding this woman bags all your whole life, like that ain't nothing you've ever done.
okay. We can't we ain't gonna drag it out too much.
You went from forgery to running around red carpets, shucking and jiving.
I'll survive this show.
So after the
That's
forgery, I guess you just went and just became a slave, and now that you got some type of something, now everybody around you to help.
Oh, no.
just stop.
And then when I talk about somebody being the help, pay people. Can you do that? Can you pay? Can you stop stealing?
Oh, stealing.
Yeah, I'm
Lord.
like, can you stop making fake accounts?
That's a whole nother going to another level there. You gonna doing all that.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro.
I'm trying to be drunk as fuck. I'm just kidding.
What's that? Oh, just a whole remix. I'm weak.
I said, yeah, I'm trying to be drunk as fuck.
So
I'm
my
not really
my
the red line.
my day was filled with phone calls and this person shaking and that person scared and this person think I'm gonna do this. I'm like, bruh, I'm over here minding my business. Won't y'all get y'all some?
Yeah, recognize that what's been going on with your fraud friend is that it was your reaction to what they initiated. It was not you just wanting to pick a fight. Could have been
Talk
spent a
about it.
long. Could have been spent a
That's
long
my
time.
point. People
It's a long.
like to throw rocks. They like to throw rocks and then they go hide. And once they try to kill you with all the ammunition they got, when they run out of ammo, now all of a sudden it's I'm sorry. Now all of a sudden it's I didn't mean to. Let's talk it out. But for
I feel you
me,
do
when you
apology
get
for
to
what
shooting,
how this all
when you
started.
get to
Definitely.
shooting at me and your ammo get low,
Oh
and now
Lord.
you ain't got no ammo.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Period. It ain't
Petty
like
King,
what I tell y'all. When they go low, we go lower. How low
Petty
can you
King,
go?
bro.
How low can you
Petty
go?
King,
How
bro.
low can you go? How low can
Well,
you go?
I
How
know
low can you go?
you can be pretty petty, but at the end of the day, it's also a hurt situation. You're really disappointed and shocked
It
and
ain't no
hurt
hurt.
by your friend. It is
It ain't.
hurt.
It is a
It
little bit
truly,
of hurt. I think it's a little bit of caught off guard, but
it
I was kind of
really,
ready because I kind
definitely
of
caught
felt
off
it.
guard.
You said what?
Definitely, I said definitely caught off guard, but that's hurtful. That is very hurtful for someone that close to you to hear the things you heard, and after you feel like God supported them and not, you know, done what they've done to you.
Imagine somebody accusing you of stealing, and they whole time they've been on probation for I don't know how long for forging checks.
Oh no!
Had the
Oh,
audacity, and then this same person had the audacity to call anybody the help. You,
God.
who do you think? That's why I started to think. Oh, I guess mental health is a real thing. You
She was
think that
mad. That's
you think that you have some help? You need help. Bruh, you can't pay nobody. You
you
can't be
need
this.
help.
You can't be no celebrity and try to live this life, but you can't pay nobody. You can't pay no stylist, can't pay no hairstylist, can't pay no makeup artist. Last time I
No.
checked, I know a whole hairstylist that you went and got your hair done at and walked out on the bill. people don't realize. I think some people just be excited to
No.
be in some type of position where they're like they want to feel above somebody, but they don't really understand the connection of that word to help and what it actually means in our history, especially as Black
Exactly.
Americans. Like, and they think it's funny, but it's really, to me, it's more Uncle Thomas. It really shows more on you, especially when your whole life you've been nothing but the help. So now that all of a sudden, you know, you got rid of one broke man and got another, now all of a sudden you're just like so fancy and everybody around you want to
Oh,
help.
oh, Lord have mercy.
I'm
Lord
like,
knows I done
how is one man,
done it all.
how is one man less than the other? How is this man not a good man
Mm.
because he don't work?
Well, I'll discriminate.
But then you got a new man now and he don't work.
Oh,
No, 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 no.
so crazy. Stop Stop it now.
Uncle Tom
Well,
was
you know, I don't
actually a good
discriminate,
guy.
so I like them all, honey. Done it all, done it all.
I'm not about to
That was funny.
do
Done it
this.
all, done it all.
I forgot about that Shotty Low. Rest in peace, Shotty Low. We live in
Yes,
London,
he
95.5
shot it low.
FM.
A-Town. That's right, he shot it low.
And Nivea always repping
R.I.P.
where she go.
You know, A-Town in the building. Yes.
Everywhere
But
she go.
that's everywhere I go. Thanks, Dre, for coming on. We didn't say thanks, but appreciate you weighing
Oh,
in on how,
we must have
the
lost
help
Dre.
is a
But yeah,
derogatory
I
term.
just feel like it shouldn't be nothing derogatory when you have there should be nothing negative towards anybody who has ever helped you or was
Mm-hmm.
helping you, or even if somebody that want to help you. It's like, why are we, like you
Yeah,
said,
why were
like
you
a
looking down on
waitress,
it?
a waiter,
Mm-hmm.
or anybody? It's like we said, these frontline people, these essential workers that are actually keeping the world moving, up from your cashier
Exactly.
to, and then without them, we wouldn't be able to do all this. So then, why is it that when somebody get a
Mm-hmm.
check bigger than they've ever had in their life, now all of a sudden they're just fancy? They only have this, they only have that, but then when it's time to pay their rent, they ain't got.
What's up, everybody? This is Key, and I'm back with another video, honey. So as you saw the first few clips, honey, I am just shooketh. I got notes, that's why, I'm looking down at the phone. But I am shooketh. So I got this interview, or first of all, he has, I guess, his own radio show. His name is Zoe. Now, Zoe is or was Toni Braxton's assistant. I'm just going by what the web is saying. But anyway, Toni Braxton's assistant was Toni Braxton's assistant, right? So he didn't say Towanda's name, but on one of the episodes, like a little thumbnail, I guess that's what you call it anyway. Don't quote me. But the little thumbnail has her mugshot. So I'm going to show you the thumbnail, and then I'm going to show you the mugshot. And plus, he has it on his social medias that, basically, she's a fraud friend and she's a thief. Allegedly. Everything I say is allegedly because we only hear his side. We didn't see no receipts. Now he busted them receipts. It's on and popping. But, so, yeah. So I went on there. First of all, this is how I found this story, honey. I was on Facebook minding my business. Then I saw this one website. I cannot remember the website. But anyways, and they broke the news. It said, Towanda Braxton stole mom's SSI check. So I'm like, I don't know. Some of this should be fake. So I went over there and look. I said, shit, let me go on his motherfucking Instagram. So one way or another, I found his Instagram. And he was throwing shots. So not only did he have her mugshot and like it was blared out to say fraud friends, I put it up again. He also put under one of his posts, it says, topics tonight is about fraud friends, real friends versus fake friends. What is loyalty to you, and how to spot a snake. I recently found a snake that's been in my garden for years. We're getting it right tonight. People think they can play with you and disrespect you with no consequences. If that won't, it don't work like that. Keep lying on me. I'm gonna start telling the truth on you. And it says download Station Head. That's where I found this interview. If you want the full interview, it's at Station Head app, and search Filthy Radio, or you can search the whole something. I put down in the description box. But anyway, so search that, or you can listen on topfm.net, and he put some more information and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, maybe, this is like a little stunt or whatever. So no, I went on his story, honey, because I like to dig. I like to get all the tea for myself. So I went on his story, and first he had a picture of Wesley Snipes on that one movie, Wong Tu Fu. I think that's what it was called. So they basically call her a man. To me, Towanda is very beautiful. But, just because you're beautiful, you might be snaking the grass. I don't know. But anyway, so he had a picture of Wesley Snipes, in that movie. Then, this is not going in order, but this is what he said. He said, let me get this right. He said, the help, ain't you still the help? Do you still work for your sister, aka Toni Braxton? Let's be honest. Does the help send you money because you so broke, your lights about to get turned up? How soon we forget? Then he said, and what job you got besides scamming and using your sister's credit cards? Or is it making fake pages to confront your cheating boyfriend, for cheating on you with multiple bitches? Now, disclaimer, I should have said this in the beginning. I'm going to put it in the description box. It's going to be cussing on here because, as you saw in my, clips of little snippets, snippets of Zoe, talking about his situation with his friend, aka Towanda. Like, come on now. Like, my thing is, if you're going to put her face, and then you're going to go on your social media, we know who you're talking about. But I guess he didn't want to get sued. As I said before, all of this is allegedly, because we hear his side, we don't see no receipts. Boom. He said he had some, though. And what he was saying is some real shit. Then he put another picture of Wesley Snipes. So, in Wong Tu Fu. So, another post, he said, I don't know, I guess the same reason you talk about your sisters and mothers behind their backs. And he has keep that energy, fraud, forgery, and the whole 9. So, if that didn't, if these clips that I showed you, and that didn't prove it was her, go watch some clips again. Plus, she was arrested for fraud. Go look up her shit. She was arrested for fraud. And he said back in around 2007, Then if you look it up, back in 2019, he even said that she was, she was to lose her house. I don't know if she lose her house now, but in 2019, she was on that eviction list. Anyway. Girl, but if you hear stuff in the background, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. So on June 15th, he did the first his his radio stuff. He talked about the situation more in depth, but he never said Towanda Braxton's name. So that's why I'm saying allegedly, because I don't see no receipts and I have no teeth. But personally, some of this shit is adding up. Anyway. So on June 15th, this is the notes I'm taking. You saw the clips. So, she tried to cut him out of the skincare deal. Now, I don't know if you guys knew about the skincare deal or whatever, But I found about the skincare hair, skincare hair. Oh my gosh, skincare little line that she was fit to put out because like a month or two, she was on Trina's Instagram, and she talked about her skincare and some other things, but she talked about her skincare. Now, I couldn't find any videos of the skincare because if you listen to the clips before I even got on this talking situation, you heard him say this. She was trying to cut him out the deal, and the deal flopped. Because how you gonna cut out the person that helped you get the deal? It doesn't work like that. So I know that it did really flop because I had to do my research. I went on her Instagram. Was no thing about her skin. Like, she had the skin little highlights, but she didn't have no link to the skincare, website or nothing. Then, I was scrolling on Toni Braxton things, so I got to see if he, he really knew, what he was talking about. He said he knew them 10 years and all that good stuff. And I'll pick the pictures. This is from 2012, and this is from like 2019 and all that stuff. And he took that picture. Boom, boom. So she had a video which I am going to click to now.
It's in the love, it's on your back, it's on the love, it's on the back, it's on the song, yes, you need to go. I need your love, it's in me go. I see you waiting, you count on my day and you stole away. So come back, oh no, it's that, let's go. Na 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 na.
That's her skincare. It's called Ladybug. Let me see what it's called. Ladybug Skincare. So her skincare, you go on that link. You see all these people following, but no posts. Because the skincare thing fell through, honey. Girl, that's why you don't try to cut people out deals that they got you. So, let's keep it going. He said he put food in her mouth, honey. And I'm just like, you have a friend for 10 years. Y'all gonna help each other out. But don't try to be like, oh, he's the help. And that's why he got mad, because I guess he heard her say, talking mess about him. Which he says she talked mess about him before. But, talk mess about him and say he was basically the help. And I'm like, Towanda, how's he the help when you was holding Toni Braxton purses? Ooh, that's another T. That don't try to come on here after she wasn't. Yes, she was. Go back in the Braxton family values and watch them old episodes. She was holding purses. Next, he went on to say, they both helped each other, when they was down and low. As friends should do. He felt like she was like a damn sister to him. And he put her as, again, the skincare line. That was going to be damn near 6-figure business. And he had friends, of friends of friends, of friends of friends, help get that. And you thought he was going to cut him out? Like, give him some money, a percentage or something. Damn. So, boom. So, then he found out because not only was she trying to cut him out, but she went around Atlanta. Allegedly, all this allegedly, I'm going to keep saying it again. She went around Atlanta and spread lies. 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 He said it's lies. Again, it's allegedly. We don't have no proof. He said he has facts, and I'm just going to bring you that. How about that? So, I said before they was friends for 10 years. He heard it from her lips. Now, I don't know if it's people that, had her on the phone or whatever, but he said he heard it from her lips. Go ask him. I don't know. Then, this is how you know he was really talking about her if the picture was already enough. He said, been in jail for fraud. She been arrested for fraud. Check fraud and all of that good stuff. I didn't know this about Towanda. I was like, what? All of this making sense now. And he said how her family members had to, her sisters had to get her out multiple times, out of situations. So, later on, as the stuff is going on, he says she stole from everybody, sisters and mothers included. Then, all right, so that was June 15th. Now the next podcast, you call it a podcast, but anyway, the next interview, the next shit, put it like that. The next was the June 25th. And I was just like, oh shit, I wish I can, when I saw that, I said, oh shit, he's still talking about this. Let's see what he's saying. So I saw it, and he said, just how I have clips of it, so you can't be like, he didn't say that, I'm just giving you the gist of what he said so I can go down the notes. But anyway, so as I said before, she thought she had the nerve to say he was the help when he said when she been the help all her life. Then he go back and say she couldn't pay her rent, couldn't pay the electricity bill. Said that's why. Talking about how she hold bitches' purses all day. Call her the HR of the help. And then it get juicy. He said stop making fake accounts. And now, in one of the clips, he said that she went to him or whatever. Basically, she went to him and asked him to make a fake account so she can check up on her new boyfriend who is allegedly cheating on her. You know how you use fake pages. So that's what basically he said. And he said, I don't know if this recently, but she walked out on a hairstylist that she got her hair done. She just walked out, didn't pay the tab. Also, he said that she don't like to pay nobody. She can't pay nobody. Allegedly. Okay, this what took me out. Cause if y'all seen the show, Towanda did allegedly. This is all allegedly that he's talking about her. So, Towanda was known for talking about her ex-husband, how he was broke. I think he was putting down a book or whatever, how he was broke, and yada yada yada. This, Tamar definitely did, but showed him into a negative light. So he basically said, how you go from one broke man to another broke man? And I said, how the hell you drop a zero and add another zero? Oh my gosh. But what took me out, now I don't know if I got that specific part in there where he said she stole her mama SSI checks, but he didn't say he stole her mama SSI checks, or she stole SSI checks allegedly. Now, if I don't have it in the clip, go back on, I think it was a June 20. It was either the first one or the second one, June 15th or June 25th, and make sure you go see that, because that's them interviews, whatever you want to call them, was the shit. But what else I got? He was just saying a lot, honey. But yeah, he said she was doing some fraudulent shit, and she was stealing people's money. Stole sister, mama, brother, cousin. That she didn't care. She steals, honey. She steals. But I have to get that out to you guys. That's all the tea I have. And girl, honey, child, that's just a lot. I can't sit for my mama, you know, that's just me. All this is allegedly, because I don't need nobody coming on here, you did, like, girl, we don't have no receipts, he didn't bust out none, but what he was saying was some, you know, deep stuff. So if he didn't do it, baby, but he never said her name, but we all know who he's talking about, Towanda Braxton. And that, but anyway, allegedly. And that is the tea I have for you guys today. I wanted to just do this one topic because this plus the clips I have to show you of the interview, it's just, you know, it's gonna be long. So I might be back with another video though. If not today, tomorrow. I don't know, but Bree said she's gonna do a video. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you think about this situation. Do you think she did it or she didn't do it? Do you think Zoe is talking about her or he talking about somebody else, you know, or whatever? Because as I said before, he never said her name. So, anyways, like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get me and Ree new content, baby. Follow our social medias. Make sure you follow our Instagram at _KeyReSocial _KeyReSocial, and follow our individual accounts. Our Instagram and Twitters will be down below in the description box. Thank you for watching my tea that I have to spill, this ass tea I had to share with you guys today. And if you see this all over YouTube, remember I was one of the first people to do it, to tell you this wonderful tea. And I see you guys later. All right, bye.